Young adults rely on summer jobs to earn income and build skills.
Unfortunately, summer jobs have slowly been declining since the 2000s, and the pandemic is only exacerbating that problem. Laura Davis with local college nannies and sitters joins us to discuss the advantage of childcare jobs. And Laura, we know the pandemic has really changed the childcare scene. What is the need for nannies and sitters like this summer?
One of the outcomes of the pandemic was truly this emphasis on how needed childcare is across the country. We expect an even sharper spike in that this summer. And part of the reason is parents are returning to work in some instances. So if they were work from home and could be there when children were at school, that may not be happening now. We know that a lot of parents aren't necessarily ready yet to send kids back to camps or some of those school or after school park and rec programs. That's going to increase the need. And you know what? Our kids just have Zoom fatigue. So we need an active, engaging summer for them this year, all leading to an increase in demand for childcare.
So Laura, if you're thinking about this, who might make a good candidate as a summer nanny?
We started college nannies and sitters as college summer nannies about 20 years ago. So we have always had a real keen sense of how college students are looking to maximize their summer, their time away from school, and what a nice connection and a role model match that is for school-age children. So college students who are majoring in education or nursing are great go-tos. But that's not the only option. We also look for great caregivers who come from large extended families, who maybe have been camp counselors, who maybe have worked in the church nursery. So it is child-centric, really somebody who has a love for children and wants to connect with them this summer or any time of the year. Make great caregivers. And we never turn away some of our favorites, which are mature retired teachers, mature adults who just have a love for kids.
And it's not just about going in to watch the kids. Young adults can build skills that can help them throughout just by taking this kind of job.
Childcare is such an encompassing job. We learn negotiation. We learn communication, both with adults and with children. We learn how to plan and organize. We maybe do some crisis management if, there's a bump on the playground or something is happening at home. So it is such a great resume builder, professional development. It is a well-rounded job that you can, especially as a college student, bring and hone your resume.
So obviously we know your company works hard to match families with nannies there, but what advice do you have for the families who are then looking for someone to essentially join their family for the summer?
It really is a connection and chemistry with the family. So I have 3 tips. The first is, if you're a parent looking, be specific. And I mean be specific in knowing your schedule. What is the start time, the end time? Do you need every week of the school year, or might you only need certain weeks when the kids aren't in camp or when you don't have a family vacation? You also want to be specific in the interview questions that you ask them. Don't just ask for their experience. Give situational questions. What happens if you are all out and you accidentally lock the doors of the house and you can't get back in? What happens if, and then give a specific example. So 2 things about being specific. And the third is, don't forget the kids. If your children are of the age that they can participate in that interview or meet the nanny, that is a great connection, and it really gets the situation off to a good start when it's all-encompassing of children, parents, and the nanny that you're interviewing.
All right, good tips, good questions. Laura, thank you. You can go to WCCO.com/links to find out more about a summer job with college nannies and sitters.